Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Daxton Grubb, and I'm president of the Southeastern Conference of Dental Laboratories. And I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. We've got some exciting news that we're going to go over about the conference and the direction we're heading. I'm going to wait a few minutes just to give everybody a little bit of time to come on here. This is actually my first live event, so please bear with me. And while we're getting started, I'd like to let everyone know that I do have Bob Savage from Drake Dental Lab, who is going to be here as well as Chris Waldrop to answer any questions that you may have. So feel free to fire those away as we get through this. So just wait here a little bit longer, and I'll try to get through this quickly. As I said, I know everybody's got busy days ahead of them. So I guess we'll go ahead and looks like we've got quite a few here jumping on, so we'll go ahead and get started. So once again, my name is Daxton Grubb. I'm president of the Southeastern Conference of Dental Laboratories. I'd like to welcome you for joining us today, and thank you once again for taking time to hear what we have to say about where we're going with our organization. Some of you have been involved with the Southeastern Conference of Dental Laboratories for many years. I know we're fortunate to have some multiple generation family members as well. And those of you know that this past year we've had a lot of changes that we have put in place. In 2016, we decided we're going to change everything. The board met, and we knew in order to remain relevant, we were going to have to reinvent ourselves. I think these are a lot of the changes that we're all facing in our dental laboratories today. The needs of our customers are changing considerably. The introduction of technology, CAD/CAM automation is requiring us to change. So we knew we needed to address those needs, and we'd have to change ourselves. So we literally did just that. We hired a new management company. We chose a new meeting city. The conference has been in Atlanta for the past 60 years, and we moved it this year to Nashville. And we created a new meeting and membership format entirely. So you may ask the question, why do we change the meeting format and the content focus? The first reason is the rise of online education access. I think this is something that we deal with in our laboratories as we put on CE events for our dentist. We know that it's getting a little bit more difficult to get the dentist to attend, and that's mostly due to the accessibility of online education. And I think this is the same challenge that we are facing in our organization, and bringing the same type of content to the dental laboratory. CDTs are able to go online and get good CE credits much easier. So we have to find ways to get creative to bring people relevant information that they can't just get online. You know, we knew that we just didn't want to have another same old meeting. There's lots of good meetings out there today that you can attend, some that have been around for a long time. And we feel like also the traditional format where you can come and hear a great presentation and sit back in the room, that wasn't really what was going to get people interested in attending the conference moving forward. So our board of directors, we looked at industry trends, member needs, and we believe there's still a need to deliver high quality business management education. I think this is something that I know on my business, I see it's probably one of the greatest needs or deficiencies on the dental practice is just good overall management education and knowledge. And I see, as I talk to a lot of lab owners across the country, it's amazing how many lab owners have been able to grow their business off of just raw talent of their technical ability. And I think that as these changes keep happening with the introduction of technology and automation, there's a much greater need for us laboratories to remain relevant, to understand how to truly run a business. So this is kind of where we were looking to go with the organization. So basically what we do is we highlighted some specific case studies. This past year, the ones that we focused on were talent and growth management, and we felt like these are very relevant concerns or issues that we have no matter what size your laboratory is. And so we provided a format that gives an interactive learning experience. And because of the nature of this meeting, where we're going is a much smaller, more intimate setting, you're able to collaborate with other like-minded individuals. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of the people that are here much more intelligent than myself, and they're people that I look up to when I got questions. And it's just great to have that collaboration in a setting that really encourages that as well. And I think one of the misconceptions about the direction we're going with the Southeastern is that it's just for large labs, which I think is completely false. I think with the principles that we're going over with these case studies, they're applicable no matter if you're a one-man lab or if you're a several hundred-man lab. These are decisions and they're issues that we are all facing, and so we're delivering you the tools to be able to handle those no matter your lab size. I think the networking component is different than any other meetings. Once again, it's just the nature of the smaller group setting. This meeting is we're probably the most we're going to be able to handle is around 70 or 80 people. And I think just the collaboration and meeting in groups, it gives a very unique opportunity to collaborate and get to know people on a different level. Also, there's no trade shows and suppliers. There's no trade shows, so the suppliers are able to interact on a different level too. And I think this is a great advantage that we have with this is, most of these trade shows, it seems like that the vendors, they're behind their booths, they're either frustrated that they don't have anybody coming to talk to them, or maybe it is that they've got too many people coming by and they're not able to interact with you. So it was really unique to get these vendors to be in a setting where they can also share their information, because many of them are also, they have wealths of knowledge, and it just gives a setting to where these vendors are also able to participate, and you get to know them on a different level, and I thought that was very refreshing. And also afterwards you receive a white paper of all the case studies, which I'll be honest with you, I think this is worth the price of admission alone. Like I mentioned earlier, the people who were at this meeting who I look up to within industry and the others that join, it's just the collective collaboration that we have. It's just this information is wonderful, and you get that in a form of a white paper afterwards. So like I said, it's definitely worth the price of admission in that alone. The next question to have is, what is the rationale and the change of the membership dues pricing model? So this new model that we have, it encompasses both the membership dues and the meeting registration all in one fee. And like I said, because of the size of this meeting, we're not able to be 100 or 150 attendee size. So it's a much more intimate setting. So we felt like joining these together, there is a bit of because of the limited number of people we can access, it's going to be somewhat special in that regard. This is one of the reasons why I encourage you to find out more about this. And if you're interested, definitely get registered as quick as you can because of the limited seating. We'll be rolling out the membership and meeting information this fall. We'll be showing this on the Southeastern page, also through many of the popular journals that you receive, e-blasts, so please stay tuned for more information that we'll have next year to come. Another question that we had was, why do we move from Atlanta to Nashville? And one of the reasons was we saw Georgia has a very strong state dental laboratory association, and they're delivering very good education throughout the year. So what we decided to do is we picked my state, Tennessee, the city of Nashville, because this, as a state, Tennessee does not have a state dental association, and we knew there's a deficiency here. So we thought Nashville was a good first stop. And because of the change of focus with the Southeastern Dental Conference, we're not just a regional meeting anymore. We figured because of the information that we're bringing and kind of just the change of direction, this is now a national meeting to all laboratory sizes. So there may be, we're not going to take any cities off the map. We're just going to try to evaluate those each year. So for 2018, we looked at several locations. We listened to what people had told us, and we wanted to find a city that's very good to get in and out of, that's got some good entertainment, and that really just fits the culture and direction of where we're going with this meeting. And we chose the city of Louisville for next year. And one of the things that we were really looking hard at with this meeting is to bring the price down, which is what we did achieve with this, and we're very proud of that. And it's by choosing the city of Louisville, it really helped us to be able to come from that direction. So we look forward to the 2018 meeting. It's going to be April 13th and 14th at the Marriott Louisville downtown in Louisville, Kentucky. It was a privilege here to bring this information to you today. I strongly encourage you to reach out to any of us through the Facebook page, find out some more information. I think what we have here is very unique. It's not going to be anything else that you're going to witness within the industry or take part of, and I think it's something that's a real privilege and honor to represent as the president. Thank you a lot. Have a great day.